Next week, the country will celebrate the 50th anniversary of majority rule. It's a significant achievement in the history of the Bahamas, yet there are many who don't understand the significance of it. Over the next week, we will have team coverage on the road to majority rule. Tonight, Clint Watson leads us off.
To understand and appreciate the Bahamian political movement today, you must first understand what the rule and governance was like in a pre-independence era. In the first half of the 20th century, the Bahamas was largely controlled by a group of influential white merchants known as the Bay Street Boys, who dominated both the economy and the legislature. The name Bay Street Boys came because most of their businesses and economic activities were concentrated along Bay Street in Nassau. Executive power rested with the British Governor in Council. It's important to note that the United Bahamian Party, or the UBP, was officially formed in 1958 as a party after the blacks formed the Progressive Liberal Party in 1953 as the first Bahamian political party. The PLP was formed by blacks discontented with the policies of the governing elite. The UBP was a major political party in the Bahamas in the 1950s and 1960s, representing the interests of the white elite, or the Bay Street Boys. It was a ruling party between 1958 and 1967. The UBP was led by Roland Theodore Simonet. He was elected in 1935 as a member of the House of Assembly to represent the mainly white United Bahamian Party. After becoming leader of the UBP, Simonet became the first premier of the Bahamas in 1964, when internal self-government was introduced. He was one of the Bay Street Boys, a financier group that opened up the Bahamas to tourism and investment, particularly from the United States, with gambling casinos as an important addition. But that policy aroused resentment among the black population. Segregation and racial tension was the order of that day. Black Bahamians found that they could only live in certain areas. They did not have access to certain areas. Rather than owning land and employing the masses, they found themselves working for the white man who had access to businesses, land, and opportunity. And those with property were the ones with access to voting. Under the UBP, women couldn't vote, although in 1962 they received that right after much lobbying. One of the most exciting periods in the history of the Bahamas was the rise of the masses of black men and women to the halls of government. The first beginning are the times when individuals, men of valor, men of color, like Sir Milo Butler, the Honorable Charles Rodriguez, Leon Walton Young, Edgar Roderick Bain, Claudius Walker, and others ran for seats in the House of Assembly or took up the banner of trade unionism. These small beginnings rested on the simple premise that all men are created equal, that no man should suffer because of his color. These small beginnings later evolved and grew to include the constitutional and legal right to majority rule. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.